welcome to this session that we are going to do either together, or you're welcome to do this just as more of a mindful exercise, sitting or lying down. I am on the floor in my little treatment studio, and it's a really lovely calming space. I love coming here, just, setting up, setting down in between treatments. I'll often just take a moment just to be in this space because it's somewhere where I feel very safe, very calm, and everything in this space is all centered around mindfulness and being in the present moment, relaxation. So in this session, and you'll notice I haven't managed to do a treatment video recently just because we've all been poorly. Maybe you've experienced the same thing, especially if you're in the UK this time of year. It's just one of those times where everyone's getting poorly, but now we're all at full health. I thought I would do some very gentle stretching, affirmations, meditation, so you can join me with the movement part, but also you don't have to. Stretches are simple and suitable for all. So if you're happy to join me, let's come to find seated. Now, cross-legged is, for a lot of us, culturally, it's not something that we would do, but if you can do it and can practice doing it regularly, it's fantastic for your joints. It's going to improve blood flow to all the vital organs, and it will improve the mobility of your knees and your hips. A great alternative for cross-legged is to sit up on a few cushions or a yoga block or bolster. Elevating your hips higher than your knees really takes the pressure and strain away from your knees. If cross-legged isn't good for you, just come to sit however suits you best. And then strive for a beautiful, long spine. I'm aware that people may be watching this video for relaxation, and so I will be mindful of the way that I deliver this session so that it is all based around that calming intention, so that whether you're joining me or whether you're just watching and listening, everybody can benefit. Choose where the palms will face, down, connecting to the energy of earth, or up, connecting to the energy above. Close your eyes and allow your breath to flow, allowing your mouth to open as you exhale, like a gentle sigh. You might like to continue breathing this way. It is a great tool for helping us to relax around the mouth, the jaw, the face. And when we relax the face, that then helps us relax into the rest of our bodies. Use this time to connect in with you, your breath being the gateway to yourself. A deep connection inward, more and more with each breath. Because the spine is long, the breath is able to access more of the body. Imagine the breath traveling up to the top of your head and down to the base of your spine. And as you continue to breathe and connect inward, let's welcome in the space with sound. Take a deep breath in and then let it go. Let's work through the chakras. The chakras are believed to be different energy centers located within the body. And the belief is, and there's lots of science behind this as well, that when we are stressed, when we're going through tough times, when we've experienced trauma, we hold and lock that emotional energy within us. I'll often see people who have a lot of stress in their lives with very tight shoulders. Maybe they experience migraines. When people are low emotionally, they tend to then not feel so good physically. So I'm sure you can relate to that in some way, or know somebody who perhaps has experienced stress and then gotten a little bit poorly, or tight muscles. And so when we work up the chakras, the idea is that we connect to these different energies. We welcome in love, abundance, breath, our prana, our life, our energy. And we let go of stagnant energy held within us, of anything that's no longer serving us. This will be a very simple, stretching chakra flow. And so we'll begin, starting with the base of the spine and our root chakra. Child's pose is a great place to come to relax into your lower back, open up around your hips, and release tension, exhaling into your pelvic floor. So we begin on hands and knees. Be very careful and mindful as you move, having the knees either together or bringing them slightly apart if that's more comfortable for you. And then we let the hips come back. We let their arms come long and the head come down. Now there are plenty of options here. You want to try to keep your neck aligned with your spine. But if that's not comfortable for you, especially if your nose and mouth are getting squashed, you might like to bring your arms in like this to rest your forehead. And then you've created space. Or you could use bolsters, which is essentially a big cushion, or just cushions in general, or a big blanket that's nice and cozy. Tuck it in underneath you, and then rest with your head to one side, and I'll let you know when we're halfway through the stretch, and you can pick your head up and turn it to the other side. I'll use some cushions to demonstrate. I'm just going to squish them all up. So nice. And then rest. So as you stay in this pose, I'm going to sit back so that I can speak through the root chakra points and that you can hear me clearly. So as you breathe, exhale toward the base of your spine. You are in charge of the flow of your breath. With each exhale, relaxing more and more into your pelvic floor. Create space around your lower back, your hips, your pelvis. Everything is connected. Our root chakra symbolizes the foundation of you and who you are as a person, all of the things you've been through to bring you to be where you are today. So as you breathe, we honor our past, but we allow ourselves to move forward. If your head is turned to one side, turn it to the other side now. Nourish your body with your breath. Moving so carefully and gently, honoring your body. Let's move up from the root chakra, which is at the base of the spine, to now the sacral chakra. This is kind of sitting around the pelvis area a little bit, so it's just higher than your root. So, as we come to work into this place, we're going to lie down on our back, making sure that you're comfortable. Blankets and cushions are a really wonderful addition. Take your time and move, transitioning from one pose to the next in a way that best suits you. I'm going to shift forward so that I have space to get into this pose. Feet together, knees bent. We open into the knees and lie back. Now, shimmy around on your shoulders so that your shoulders come down from your ears. Tuck your chin, and now your neck is long. You might like to bring your hands to your lower abdomen, connecting you to your sacral chakra point. Some great options here are to pop some props underneath your knees so that the knees are supported, especially if your hips are really tight. We call this supine butterfly stretch. Send the breath to the energy point of the sacral chakra, breathing just below your belly button, creating this wonderful expansion and softening, and noticing perhaps your heartbeat. This is the energy of pleasure, but also the energy of identity, knowing oneself, loving oneself. A beautiful affirmation here is, I am worthy. And you can say it to yourself out loud or in your mind to yourself. I am worthy. Take one more breath in and out, moving slowly as we draw the knees into the center. And we roll our whole body over to the side to then help us come up to seated. You might find that in between each pose you feel a little sleepy or heavy, and that's great. But also if you find slow yoga, restorative practices like this, you find your mind is buzzing and whirring, that's okay too. Just keep coming back to the breath, and that will help you come back into the here and now. So let's move to the tummy, our solar plexus, starting with your legs long. And then let's start by bending our right knee. Choose to stay here or cross over your left leg. What's key is, let me just touch this here. What's key is that your sit bones stay down on the floor. Option also to tuck your bottom heel, your left heel, in toward you. Again, both sit bones down so that the spine is evenly, beautifully balanced. So the left hand comes to the right knee, or we could wrap the arm, or even bring the elbow to the outside of the thigh. Your right hand then comes behind you on the floor into a twist. Let your head turn to look behind your back shoulder and see if you can send your breath into your belly. The belly is slightly constricted here because we're in a twist. This is a good thing. You can breathe, pushing the breath into expansion of the belly. And this is going to improve the function of our respiratory system. Our solar plexus around our belly, around our torso, around our ribs. Our confidence center. You might resonate with the idea of butterflies in the tummy, the kind of nervous flutters. Of course, to an extent, that's a really good thing. You know, we want that energy to take us through certain challenges and times, but we also want to allow ourselves to enjoy the calmer moments and to feel that sense of self-belief and confidence within ourselves. Let's change sides. Take your time. Start by slowly extending your legs out, bending now the left knee, and then each side could be different for you, yeah? So maybe this side you're not going to cross. Maybe you are. Maybe you're also tucking the bottom heel in, but also maybe not. Wrapping the opposite arm, hand, forearm or elbow, and then bringing your other hand. That was a nice click of my spine. And twisting. There's lots of ASMR videos for chiropractor, but really so many of the twisting movements in both Pilates and yoga create that wonderful release through the back that we're searching for. And I often get those lovely little pops and clicks, releasing pressure. Remember that lovely sighing breath out through the mouth. Softening your face, softening your jaw, lengthening your breath. Beautiful. Let's release. Take your time. So we're moving up the spine, which is our energy channel, all the way from the base of the spine up to the top of our head. So moving from the belly and the ribs to the center of our chest. We will also use this next stretch to connect into the energies of the throat. Using cushions or a bolster or a blanket. Again, we're going to lie back. We set the props up behind us long ways so that as we lie back, our back is being gently lifted into an arch. The leg positions are choice. You could have the knees open, you could have the knees, apologies, my video cut out. So you could, so we're setting up for our beautiful back bend, either with the knees wide, the knees in, or the legs long. Lying back, making your choice. And just coming to rest with either your hands on your tummy, on your hips, or resting by your side. Tilting your head slightly back to open up around the throat. Let your breath fill your chest, creating space through the very center of your chest. Our heart chakra, the energy of connection, love, the relationship with yourself and with others, and the life that you lead. As you inhale, welcome in abundance, self-love, care, nurturing. And as you exhale, forgiveness. Our throat chakra is all about communication. So often words get jumbled in our mind, wires then get crossed. When we set aside this time to practice mindfulness, stillness, quietness, decisions become easier. Communication is clearer. Take another deep breath in and out and be super mindful of this pose. If you did take your knees wide, opening the knees encourages a deeper back bend. So be really gentle and slow as you move out of the pose. Bringing the knees in if you brought them wide. Tucking your chin and using your hands to bring yourself up. Wonderful. Let's come to bring awareness to our third eye point. Use your dominant hand or hand of choice. 1 or 2 fingers come to the point between the eyebrows. Adding pressure and then beginning to circle. It doesn't matter which direction. Our third eye, symbolic of our intuition. Change direction. This is a wonderful acupressure point to do before sleep. Eyes are closed and the muscles of the face are soft. Release your hand. And if it's okay, you can keep the eyes closed, or you can have your eyes open. It's up to you. So often we ignore this powerful tool that we all possess, our intuition, our gut feeling. The more we choose to listen, look within and listen to yourself and follow your intuition's guide, the more we begin to live authentically, therefore more joyfully and with peace. And finally, bring awareness to the top of your head, the crown. Imagine a glowing light traveling up from the base of your spine, right up to the top of your head, and then expanding out, connecting you with the energy that surrounds you. Our crown chakra is perspective. It's trusting in yourself and the universe that you're exactly where you need to be right now. connecting and balancing all of the emotions and energies that make you who you are. Remember, we choose to let go of what is no longer serving us. And we welcome in feelings of calm, restoration, and peace. Release control. Surrender to the flow of love that will heal you. Bring your palms together. And then bring your thumb tips to the point between your eyebrows, bowing your head gently. Take a moment to join me in offering gratitude toward yourself for either practicing the gentle yoga with me or following along with the mindful element and the practice of flowing and noticing and honoring the different chakra points. When you're ready, one more deep breath in and out. And then release. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know in the comments whether you joined in with the gentle yoga or whether you listened and just enjoyed the calming connection to those different energy points. It's a really beautiful way to practice mindfulness, is working with those 7 main chakras. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you will join me again for another video soon.